Alright, well, hi, and welcome to the first episode of Cinema Rats. We're, just three sisters, I guess. We're gonna talk about movies, ranting and raving. I'm Morgan, the oldest.
I'm Jessie, the middle.
I'm Allie, the youngest.
I say it, Allie is remote. She's away at college, so we're sad she's not with us, but Jessie and I are together. Alright, well, I'm graduated from college with a history major.
I am currently... What is my major? Oh, my major is, I'm studying... What?
You don't need to hold a mic. She's holding the wires and it has a mic and there's no mic.
Okay. I'm currently studying illustration art and painting.
And I'm currently a film student. And I want to be a director.
Yeah, so Allie's going to be our little snotty film student when we need professional opinions on movies, maybe. Who knows? If she has professional opinions, I don't know.
Morgan's the history buff. I'm the fangirl, and Allie's the actual film person.
But we're all fans. Yeah, we're all in the end, right?
Some questionable opinions.
Okay, alright, well, whatever. So I guess we just thought, hey, let's start a podcast because for some reason people like hearing us talk about movies.
And we're the type of people who pause a movie 1,000 times while we're watching it so that we can discuss
You mean some against our will.
Okay, well, you do engage in the discussion,
I like to save the discussion for after the movie.
Well, yes.
We're all trying to be better. You're ruining the experience.
Yeah, we're trying to be better about that, right? So I guess we've always loved movies. We all took a class in high school where it was called Movies as Literature, and we watched movies and then basically dissected them as if we were dissecting a book and like wrote a book review, but we wrote a movie review or something.
And we became obsessive
I would say
people.
This has probably wrecked our lives because now we can't watch a movie without dissecting it and picking up on all the little threads or interwoven things throughout a movie. So basically that's what this podcast is going to be, and then it'll just also devolve into us ranting and fangirling and screaming about people. So, which we're all, I guess, excited for.
Should we reveal who we will be screaming about? Each of us.
Oh yeah,
each of us separately.
Alright, Jesse, you say yours first.
Oh, just like in general who I normally?
Yeah, who you normally rant and scream
My
about.
main ranting and raving person is, of course, Austin Butler.
Yes.
And mine literally will only ever be Timothée Chalamet. And Christian Bale.
Okay,
fair.
Love that man.
I guess I would have to say my mainstay is Joe Keery.
How could you forget Andrew McCarthy? I'm so sorry. I just had to say,
Andrew
how
McCarthy
could we forget that?
Okay, there's too many.
There's a go on and on.
There's a rotating circle of men, I guess.
That's one way to put it.
You all said we did not say a girl's name. Okay, what's your favorite female actress then, I guess?
Kirsten Dunst.
Okay, good.
Oh, my favorite?
Oh, and Winona Ryder.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Exposing myself.
What? Say it.
I don't know who.
Oh, you don't have one? Oh, I thought you were embarrassed.
I was gonna say exposing yourself. What?
I'm just exposing myself because I'm obsessed
You don't have
with...
one.
Yeah, I can't think of.
I would have to say probably Jennifer Lawrence is one of my favorites. Is there another?
Oh, Morgan, I know who yours would be. Ingrid Bergman.
Oh, Ingrid Bergman, yeah. Her and Jennifer Lawrence probably my top for different reasons. Obviously, they're very different. But
I mean, okay, I feel like this is everybody's, but Julie Andrews, of course.
Oh,
anything that she's
got, you have to say yes to her.
Morgan.
What?
Sandra Bullock.
How can we forget about Sandy?
How could we forget Sandy?
Keanu then too?
Sandy and Keanu are literally
They,
soulmates, and we could have a whole episode on them.
which we probably will have a full episode on them
Yeah,
because
stay tuned for that.
that is just, we could talk. Allie could especially educate all of us because she educated me on the lore behind them.
There's so much.
So yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. But yeah, Sandy and Keanu, another of our favorites. So I guess also we're gonna look at our letterbox 4 favorite. What is it called? Your 4 favorites?
Yeah.
Is that okay? I didn't know if there was like a
Favorites on
technical
Letterboxd.
like term for it.
A technical term?
I don't know, something that everybody says. I don't know. All right, who wants to go? Are we gonna go one by one, like one movie at a time? All 4? Who wants to go first?
You could go first.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, my top 4, I guess, and these are also as of the moment for everybody listening. They can change. They're all subject to change. But at the moment, my top 4 is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Monsters, Inc., Arsenic and Old Lace, and Rebecca from 1940. Hitchcock's Rebecca, not the Netflix one. I do like that one too, but this one, no. That one's the best one. I guess Bill and Ted is 5 stars and a heart. I don't know if I rated Monsters, Inc. No, I didn't rate Monsters, Inc., but I would probably rate it 5 stars. I guess I rated all of these ones 5 stars because I'm
your
just
favorite.
basic.
I mean,
but
I mean, why would they
Why else
be
would you- yeah.
your
That's
4
true. Would they
favorites
be
if they
my
weren't
top
5
favorite?
stars?
You're very right, and I don't have a review for any of them, but I will look. Should I look up a funny review? If I can find funny reviews of them? Or you guys take your turn while I'm looking.
Do you want to go, Allie?
Sure. So, my 4 favorites are, well, as of right now, what they are right now on my profile. We have Edward Scissorhands.
Ooh.
Amazing. The Virgin Suicides, which is literally the best movie ever made.
Yeah.
Sofia Coppola is incredible. And then we have Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which, like, do I need to say anything else? Like,
No.
it's literally perfect. And then I have The Iron Claw, because that movie is literally perfect. Also.
And
Yeah.
Jeremy Allen White.
Jeremy Allen White. Nah, Zac Efron. Man could
No.
act in it.
Zac
I will give
Efron
him
is
that.
good in that.
I will give him that, but then he went and did that stupid Netflix movie with Nicole Kidman and Joey King, and now I have zero respect for him again.
I'm just gonna believe that he was forced to do that before
He
Iron
wasn't
Claw,
forced.
or
He
was
did it on
contractually
his own free
obligated
will.
to do a Netflix movie.
You can believe that, but that's not what happened.
I'll say, I guess another thing you'll find out is that I will stand by Zac Efron till the day I die. I will
And
defend this
Allie
man
and I
no
will
matter what
trash-
comes.
Allie and I will trash this man till the day we die.
I have to stand up for him. No. Okay, Allie, was there something else you were saying about your
No,
movies?
that's that.
That's
Okay.
it. Wait, did you rate all of them? Are they all 5 stars? I guess, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, all 5
Have
stars
any
in the heart.
Do you have any reviews for any of them?
I don't think I have any reviews for any of them.
Okay.
I could try and find one that I like though, that like sums up how I feel. But
Yeah, if you want to, yeah. I mean, no pressure if you can't find one. Jesse, your top
Okay.
4, please.
My top 4 have very different genres. Okay.
Oh yeah, they do. I'm
So,
looking at them right now.
my first one is Rear Window, Alfred Hitchcock, obviously.
Classic.
And then, The Muppets from 2011 with Jason Segel. Dirty Dancing, and After Sun. My voice like changes pitches when I talk about that movie, but Paul
After
Mescal.
Sun?
Paul Mescal, need I say more?
I don't think you do need to say more. Oh wait, this is my favorite review for Bill and Ted. Well, I guess maybe it's not my favorite, but I like it. It says, "Bring back crop tops for men," and 2 okay emojis. Most of them are just people loving Keanu Reeves and saying that this is his best performance over The Matrix and every other movie he's ever been in. Which, I mean, I don't know, maybe, but...
Okay, I feel like this review of the Muppet movie just sums up my day-to-day life. If you know me, it says physically I'm here, but mentally I'm in the Muppet Theater. Yeah, that's how I live my life.
That is you, yes.
A review that I just found for Ferris Bueller's Day Off, someone said, "Oh, to be a teenage protagonist in an 80s movie, and I would literally give anything to do that."
Wait, did you add that end part? You would give anything?
Yeah, I added that last part.
That's just your personal, which, honestly, yeah, yes.
Like, I would love that.
Please. That would be, yeah, ideal. But wait, the reviews for Arsenic and Old Lace are kind of unhinged, but also that movie's unhinged, so they're really funny, but really crazy. Someone wrote a poem as a review for Arsenic and Old Lace. 2 ants welcome men to their place, serve them some arsenic and lace, then President Teddy hides them when ready, affecting poor Cary Grant's face. What?
Someone put some thought into that.
Alright, y'all, what was the last movie you watched?
Oh, well, I guess we both know. We watched the same movie last.
Oh, so you guys can have a little discussion.
Yeah, I guess, do you want to go first, since we don't know what you watched last?
The last movie that I watched was The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
Oh, did you watch it for class?
No, I actually,
Of her own volition, she watched it.
No, not really. So basically, there were, like, some people in my hall that were watching it and having a little movie night, so I went and joined them. But we watched the extended edition, so it was literally 3 hours and, like, 45 minutes.
I mean, if you're gonna watch it, though, you have to watch the extended edition.
Yeah,
and also, it's so much better to watch that movie in a group, because if I was by myself, I don't think I could have sat through it all. Even, like, I think also because I had seen it before, I would have literally not made it through. But since it's with a group of people, we were kind of joking, and it was fun. And it didn't feel like it was, like, 4 hours long.
That's good.
So...
Did you have any new thoughts on it, watching it again? Probably for the business. I've seen it so many times, but...
yeah, I haven't watched it for probably a couple years, so my thoughts were... What were my thoughts? Oh yeah, what was up with the blue filters and the blue contacts? There's not a single person in that movie that has brown eyes. Everyone has unnaturally blue eyes, and I don't understand why they chose that.
Merry and Pippin? And Aragorn?
They all have blue eyes. Aragorn has blue eyes.
No.
Until Orlando Bloom forgets to wear his blue contacts in that one movie.
Well, in The Hobbit, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but...
Yeah. There's
but
one
I
scene
don't
in
understand why they all had to have blue eyes, and some of them obviously have contacts in.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I understand,
beings.
like, if you wanted the elves to have different eyes, but why did everybody have, like, atrociously blue eyes?
What a hot take.
They thought it was...
Also, can I say that my literally favorite part is... Wait, what is my favorite part? Oh, yeah, my absolute favorite part is Boromir, and I actually think he might be my favorite character. That man doesn't get enough love, because let me tell you, the character arc within literally a few days is wild. I love that man. He literally... There's so many emotions, like, I literally love him.
Wow, okay.
Sean Bean.
I feel like that's probably a hot take.
That actor can act. Like, let me tell you, that is not easy to, like, go through that much change in literally your character. We've seen his character over probably not even a week of his life.
He doesn't even get, like, all the screen time. He's only on for probably like not that much screen time, right?
What do directors and casting people have against Sean Bean? Because he's like infamous for dying in every single movie that he's
but because he can act so well. Like literally, I'm crying whenever he is about to die, and the last thing he says is Aragorn is literally crying as he's watching him die, and he's like, "You're my king," or something he says, because earlier in the movie he was like, "You'll never be the king of Gondor, like I don't respect you," or whatever. And kind of like hates Aragorn for that because he's got 2 birthrights going on. And then he literally, as he's dying, he's like, "I would have been happy to die for you, my king," or something, and then literally dies. And I'm like, that is the best part of any of the whole trilogy. Everyone's always like, "Oh, it's Sam's speech, it's Sam's speech." No, it's not.
Oh, I feel like it's Sam's speech for
Sam's
me.
speech.
No, it's Boromir. It's Boromir.
Wait, no, I would say it's Sam when they're on the secret steps with Gollum, and Gollum is like, he's the one who, like, was trying to take it from you, and, like, then he's, like, he's sad and he leaves. I don't know, he says some stuff, too, and, like, Gollum and Frodo say some stuff, too, but, like, that part gets me. I love that part.
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in the stew. That's the best part.
That's actually me.
No, the best part is, I think it's in the first one, whenever Pippin, like, drop something down a well and it's like boom. And doesn't Gandalf say something super sassy to him?
Yeah, isn't that the first one?
What? No, it's not.
When they're in the mines?
Oh yeah, I left the movie at that point to go make popcorn, so I missed that.
Oh.
Which is a shame because I do love that part.
That's Gandalf says "fool of a took."
Yes. Yes. Also, whenever Gandalf is like, "Is it secret? Is it safe?"
Yeah, that's a good part too. Oh man.
Also, one last hot take, and then we can move on. I just wanted to say the amount of practical effects was wild. Okay, why can't we do that now?
I don't know.
And moving on.
We need to have a whole episode on CGI.
Yeah.
Yes. Alrighty.
Alright.
What did you guys watch?
So I guess last night, well, I guess I'll talk about the other movie I watched this week that Jesse didn't watch with me too, but we'll also talk about what we watched last night.
Okay, I want to preface what we watched last night before we start talking about it, because I have something funny to say.
Okay, wait, so are we talking about it first, or my movie?
You can talk about yours.
Okay, so the other day, I was just home doing, like, some stuff, and I was like, oh, I'll turn a movie on. I found this movie on HBO called Music from Another Room from 1998. I had never heard of it before. I didn't recognize any of the people on the cover for it. I pressed play. Well, I had read the description, and the description of the movie is wild. I will read it to you, because this is what hooked me. I guess this is a really long... Wait, the one on HBO is so short. I gotta find it real quick. But anyway, so I went into it blind, not thinking I would know anybody in this movie. Lo and behold, Jude Law is the main man in it. And I was like, hold up, wait, what? And then I was like, okay. But, like, he is so...
I'm sad.
I don't know. This movie was bizarre. Wait, I gotta find the review that got me to watch it. Or the little description. Just because I was like, alright, sounds intriguing enough. It won't load. Okay, here we go. A young Brit goes in search of the American girl whose birth he assisted in when he was just 5 years old.
Ew.
I hate that.
I know. Well, so it was a little, like, upsetting because it does start out with him having to help deliver this baby with this woman, and his dad is there and stuff, and I don't know what was exactly happening, but he was basically like, the dad was like, my hands are too big, and then he sees his son hiding in the corner, and he was like, your hands are small enough, and he made him reach inside this woman and, like, unwrap the umbilical cord from around the baby's neck. And so then, okay, but then I would have thought, this is also, like, supposed to be young Jude Law, like, this kid grows up to be Jude Law, and I would have thought this boy would be traumatized and just horrified, be done. as soon as the baby was born, and the dad's like, oh, it's a little girl. He goes, I'm gonna marry her someday. Cut to now we're way in the future, and he's like 25 years old. No, actually, he would actually have been 30 because she was 25 when he reconnected with her. But I don't know. He goes back, finds her, but she's engaged to someone else, and he's a little distraught. But also, like, everybody says so many, like, out-of-pocket things. There's her one sister is blind, and, like, they have to, like, she ends up falling in love with a man named Jesus.
Oh.
Not actually, not Jesus, but, like, a man named Jesus. And then, her one, I think it was her brother, was married to this woman who was literally psychotic, and she was, like, threatening to murder him all the time and then kill herself. And she did end up shooting this man's foot. The mother was dying of some disease. I never really got clarification on what it was. There's just a lot going on in the midst of Jude Law trying to fall in love with this girl. So yeah, I mean, it was entertaining, and Jude Law was in it. He was good. Allie, your face.
I don't know what to say to that.
What?
It was so. Wait, I have to tell you, my favorite part was when it wasn't my favorite part actually, but the mom was like introduced because he like came to their house and like nobody remembered him except for the mom, and the mom was like, "This is the boy who reached his hands into my reluctant womb and delivered," whatever the girl's name was.
I hate that.
It was. It was
That would
I
make
was
me turn
like,
off the
well, and
TV.
he just stood there and had this like the most horrific look on his face of like, oh dear God, like it was wild.
I simply would not.
That wasn't even the worst thing she said. She actually said a lot crazier things later on, but I don't remember and I don't want to say them. So anyway, all right, Jesse, you go.
Okay, I'm gonna preface this by I am unwell, and between
Well, we knew that already.
yeah, okay, thanks. Okay, starting in September, so the whole month of September to the first 5 days of October, I watched 13 James McAvoy movies, and some of them I watched twice. So
What?
Wait, what?
I watched, from September to, I mean, we're only on October 6th.
6
I have watched 13 James McAvoy movies, and some of them I have watched twice. Because I just love them. So anyway, last night, Morgan and I watched Atonement for the first time with him and Keira Knightley, and Saoirse Ronan as a little baby, and I hate her.
She's literally the villain of the whole movie. She's horrid,
evil,
nasty girl.
Let me read this one Letterboxd review that literally sums her up. Wait, I didn't save it. Never mind.
Wasn't it like something like she was the devil?
Okay, 13-year-old Saoirse Ronan was robbed of that Oscar for her performance as the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate her. The movie was so good.
It was very good. Both Keira Knightley and James McAvoy were so good in it. Like both. I just
Yeah.
love Keira Knightley too. She was so good. I guess. Do you care if we say something about it, or are you gonna watch it?
I will not be watching it.
Okay. Well, it was very upsetting because Saoirse Ronan. What was her name? Briley.
Bryony.
Bryony.
Briony. Bryony.
Bryony. She literally thought James McAvoy, like, first off, raped Keira Knightley and then raped their cousin when it wasn't him. It was actually, well, okay, Keira Knightley was not raped, but, Benedict Cumberbatch was also in it, and he was the one who raped the other girl. The Saoirse Ronan happened to walk in on both of these instances where she thought this was going on, and she thought it was James McAvoy both times. And
she's like, I saw him with my own eyes. I knew it was him.
And,
girl, you're lying.
And then she was like all up in arms and basically got him sent to prison for like a long time. And then he had to go fight in World War II
Because he could choose to either be in prison or be in the war. And he's just a little guy.
And he went to war, and we thought he was on his way home because him and Keira Knightley had, in the brief time between him going to war and getting out of prison, they had, like, reconnected, and she was like, come back to me, like, I still love you, blah, blah, blah.
This is also over the span of, like, 4 years or something.
Oh, yeah, 4 years has taken place from when Saoirse Ronan
got him in
prison. And so he was like, okay, like, they basically then decided, like, yeah, he was gonna come back from war, and they were gonna be together.
Wait, can I clarify? Saoirse Ronan is a child?
Yeah,
she was like 13.
Okay.
But at this point now in the future, she's like 18, and the actress changed because she's older.
Her haircut never changed.
Her haircut never changed.
Even when she's like a 90-year-old woman at the end.
Yeah.
That'll be me. That will be me.
Honestly, her hair is almost the same.
It was your haircut, but she had a insane side part and always had like a barrette in the one side.
Yeah,
No.
yours is way better.
Thank you.
But so him, Keira Knightley, whatever, they're like, okay, we'll meet again, blah, blah, blah. Well, then he's off in northern France, I don't know, trying to get back so he can get back to London. And they don't reveal this. Then they go, like, all this stuff happens, and then it's like, oh, they're reconnected. They're living in this little crappy house, but they're so happy because they're together.
They're in love, and they're finally
so
together.
Happy. And Briley, the sister. Bryony. The sister. I was going to say Briley.
Bryony.
Okay. Bryony goes and is like, because Keira Knightley hasn't talked to her for years because she's so mad at her for basically getting her boyfriend sent to prison. And she's like, what? Oh, please forgive me. Like,
but
I feel like, so bad for what I did.
She sounded so fake. She's like, I'm very, very sorry for all of the bad things. And James McAvoy, like, yells at her, and it's amazing.
And, like, he threatened to kill her. But, he has some PTSD, some issues. All this stuff happens, and all of a sudden it jumps way, way into the future to Bryony is an old woman, and we're like, what the heck? And she's like releasing her book called Atonement, and they're like asking her about it, and she's like, yeah, I wrote this basically to atone for her,
to make herself feel
sins,
better.
because little did we know, James McAvoy actually never made it back to London. He died of an infection at Dunkirk, and Keira Knightley drowned in a train station when London was bombed.
So they never got to see each other again after she sent him off to prison.
And then the movie ended. Are you there?
Yeah, I just don't know what to really say to that.
You just have the blankest look on your face of like,
It kind of
what?
seems like a trash movie.
It was really
it was
good.
actually really good.
And also it won like a ton of awards.
I think it was only nominated.
Dang it.
I didn't get actually won.
Jesse.
So many people like will say it's in their top 4, like on like whenever they ask the celebrities like what's their letterbox top 4. It's always like every once in a while someone's like Atonement.
I mean, it visually, like, it was a very, like, we could have a movie, like, a episode about it, like, especially if you watched it, because visually, it was really beautiful.
Every shot looked like an oil painting.
And, like, there was definitely, like, themes woven throughout the whole entire thing that, like,
Mom was, like, deep diving at the end. She was
2
like,
seconds after we turned it off.
there was a theme of water, and then she drowned at the end.
And James McAvoy was always thirsty.
Yeah, he was always thirsty, and he could never find water.
He could never find water.
Because they were apart.
Yeah.
And then she drowned.
Alright then.
It is very sad. But yeah, so I guess those are the movies we've watched recently.
James McAvoy deep dive.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I guess, do we have anything else to discuss?
Wait. Little side note. I found the exact quote that Boromir says. Would you like to hear it?
Oh
yes, tell us.
He says, I would have followed you, my brother, my captain, my king.
Oh, Boromir.
Let me tell you, this man deserves so much better.
Yeah.
He was only a man. Everyone always, like, craps on him and tells, like, they're like, oh, he was such a bad person. Like, he wanted the ring. Like, he was gonna kill Frodo. he's only a man, okay? And, like, Aragorn would have done the same thing if he had kept following Frodo and Sam, but he, after that battle, let Frodo and Sam go.
Yeah.
So, but if he had followed, he would have also done the exact same thing, so I think we need to cut Boromir a little slack because he's only a man.
Well, because it's also, like, it's not like Boromir was, like, bad beforehand. It was just the ring's influence over him that was making him be crazy and bad.
Yeah, maybe he had some anger issues, but who doesn't? He can work through it, okay? And, like...
Especially when you find out later who his dad is. I would have anger issues if he was my father.
Can we talk about how heart-wrenching that scene is in the Lego game?
With the carrots?
Yeah, he gets shot with bananas. He gets shot with fruit.
That was the first time.
But the fact that... And also, like, whenever Aragorn... He literally has, like, 4 arrows in his chest, and Aragorn goes to, like, watch him die. And the first thing Boromir asks is if, like, Frodo is safe, and if... And he's like, they took Merry and Pippin. Like, he's not thinking about himself.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah. Okay, who's better, Boromir or Faramir?
Boromir.
Whoa.
Wow.
Boromir. 100%. What did Faramir actually do? Like, yeah, I love him, but also, what did he do?
He just complained about Boromir.
Exactly.
He also saves Frodo and Sam, and...
Well, yeah, but so did Boromir.
Okay. But he also, like, he helps, like, fight at the city, like, and helps Merry and Pippin, doesn't he? Or Pippin, at least. I don't remember exactly. It's been a long time since I've seen those the whole way through.
I know. The people that we're trying to figure out, someday we can watch the second one.
Nice. Honestly, the second one I think is my favorite.
What happens in the second one?
That's where they climb the steps and, like, the spider's there.
Ooh.
And Gollum is in that one, right?
Yeah, that's when they meet Gollum, and then it also is, like, Merry and Pippin and, like, the Ents.
Trees.
Right.
And,
Oh, and Gandalf the White.
See,
To me-
it's Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli.
To me, they're just, like, all 3 movies in one. I
Well,
can't
yeah.
discern what point they...
They end.
Like, what happens in what movie, you know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
So there's, like, always the 3 storylines going, like, Frodo and Sam, and then Aragorn, Gimli, Legolas, and then Pippin and Merry. Which one is your favorite, like, character grouping? Because mine's Legolas and Gimli and Aragorn.
See, that's so hard because, like...
And, I mean, I guess in each movie, they have different...
It's definitely not
storylines.
Frodo and Sam unless Gollum is there. If Gollum is there, I eat up that storyline because I think that is so interesting. But other than that, I think Frodo and Sam are pretty mid. They're pretty boring. And it's just like Frodo being a baby and like crying.
Oh, he's struggling!
But
But then...
Joey cry?
What?
Those big,
Elijah
beautiful
went
eyes.
I don't really know what you said, so I'm just gonna keep going. But I love, like, Merry and Pippin.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're just chill, they're funny. But
Yeah.
I do love Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli.
Yeah.
Definitely not Gandalf. Don't like him.
Well,
Sucks.
if you picked Gandalf, I mean, I would have been like, what? Why would you ever pick Gandalf? I don't
No,
understand.
that man's a loser.
I wouldn't maybe go that
He
far.
is,
but-
because at the very beginning, whenever he's in Bag End and he's talking to Bilbo, he's like, "Oh, you can't have the ring, like, you need to go take care of that." And Bilbo's like, "Okay, take it." And he's like, "No, that would corrupt me. It can't corrupt me." Like, oh, so fine, you're fine with it corrupting this little hobbit and sending him out to basically die?
He just had a good heart. He
Not,
can handle it.
not Gandalf.
Oh, Frodo.
Yeah, like,
Gandalf's
what are you talking
weak.
about?
Yeah.
That man is not
Gandalf.
as amazing as everyone says he is.
He's an
Wow.
old dude.
But that's, yeah.
Whoa.
Jumping.
I got to say.
Actually, I remember the actual best scene of all the movies, and that's whenever Pippin is with that nasty dude who's eating the food.
No.
And he starts home is behind, and sings that song.
Okay,
Wait,
it's the best
oh
part.
my gosh, when he sings the song.
Boyd literally wrote the music for that song.
No, that's the only good. Like, I just want to hear that scene. I don't want to watch that scene
Yeah.
because that scene makes me want
No.
to vomit.
No, I love that scene because, yeah, it's disgusting, but it's like the fact that you have so much emotion when you're watching that scene is why I love it.
I guess so, but I just hate seeing that man eat those tomatoes and that
But
fruit.
that's what's so good about it is like you're like, like disgusting.
I know, I guess so, but he's so gross.
You're like poor Mary. No, poor Pippin. Sorry, my bad. Wrong,
Yeah.
wrong one.
Ugh.
Okay.
Wow. All right. Well, I guess have we reached the end of our little intro episode?
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
we're at
probably
like
enough.
almost 40 minutes. All right. Well, so until next time, we will.
Thanks
I don't know
for
what movie
listening.
we're gonna talk about next, but we'll figure that out, and then we'll have a little discussion, a deep
It
dive
should
into
be a
one
little fall
movie.
movie.
It should
Ah.
be.
Let's all watch When Harry Met Sally.
Oh, yeah, I need
Yes,
to
I've never seen it.
Girl.
All right, well maybe that will be our next movie or some fall movie.
You're gonna have to stay
And-
tuned.
Yeah. So, all
Thanks,
right.
Dad, for listening.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
And Mom are our only listeners. Okay.
Dude, Dad is pumped for this, so yeah, he'll be listening.
Yes.
Oh, stay tuned for our dad's episode talking about his favorite movie, Pitch Perfect.
And Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah. He needs to describe to us why he thinks dads like Pitch Perfect. I need to know why. Why do
We're gonna get
dads
to the
like
bottom
it?
of it.
Oh yeah, I also have a hot take on that, but I can save it for the
Dads
episode.
liking Pitch Perfect?
Ooh.
On why white men like Pitch Perfect.
Okay, stay tuned for that.
Am I
little
leaving that
nugget.
part in? Alrighty. Well, so this has been, I guess, our first episode of Cinema Rats, and we will be back soon with some other interesting conversation.
Stay ratty.
No,
Don't
that's
say that ever again.
tag. I don't know what our tag is, but it's not that.
It's Rat Summer.
It's not summer anymore. What do we say for fall?
It's Rat Fall.
Oh, it's rat fall. It just continues.
Simple as
Rat
that.
Oh, all right. Well,
Rat is a state of mind.
all right. Well, I'm about to end it, so y'all, everybody say goodbye.
Bye.